Yeah, there's not worse than an untidy bush. So I'm now leaving Middlewich. What an absolutely fantastic folk and boat festival. I think it's been the best one I've ever done, but it was, wow, it's just a brilliant weekend. Yeah, so we've got this lock now, there's some boats going down and there's a boat just pulled in behind, so I'll be able to share the lock with them because this is a wide lock, so 2 boats can go in, so that saves, it's half the work, isn't it? Yeah, look at how dirty my boat is, oh my goodness. All that crusty white stuff is from the crush and run that they sprinkle on the towpaths. But if you get a lot of footfall or loads of fast bikes going past, it sprays it all over your boat. Oh. So there's a water point just on the left here below the lock, so I'm going to stop there and fill up the old girl. Whilst I was there, I whipped out my mop, dipped it in the canal and tried to get rid of some of that crush and run off my boat. Oh, it was just covered in white dust. And because there was no one waiting at the water point, I gave her a good squirting with my hose too. Yeah, a good rinsing down. I mean, I would never ever normally do this if there's anybody waiting, but there was no one around, so I thought, bugger it. So I'm now heading very slowly towards the Anderton Boat lift to go on to the River Weaver. So the past few times I've been on the River Weaver, I often go towards Northwich and Winsford. However, this time I want to go the other way and head towards Sutton Weaver and also towards the Ship Canal, just to have a look. Something just amazing about being outside when it's bright sunshine, the nature, oh, it's just so good for the soul, it really is. I was thinking, oh, can't be bothered moving today, I'm exhausted and tired, but the minute I've got on my boat now at the tiller, oh, I just feel on top of the world. Look at me there, sounding all spiritual. I'll be doing yoga, eating salads and drinking green tea next. Oh, no I won't, it's just because I've not had a rum, that's what it is. So I've got myself all moored up. Wow, it's so hot, guys, really hot. My front's a little bit in the undergrowth, camouflage, but it's just a beautiful place. It's one of my favourite moorings. So it's the only space I could get in, so there's a bit of a gap and stuff, but I'm in. That's it. So I'm going to get a chair out now and just chill out for a little bit. The good thing about my boat having portholes is it stays quite cool inside, so it'd be nice and cool in the boat. Oh, bloody hell, it's warm out here. Well, no nipples like bullets today, guys. But this is a great place to relax now for the next few days. Every day before I start the engine up or go for a cruise, I always check the oil in my old Lister. She's an old engine, she's 1969, so I've always got to check her and top her up if I need to. I also check the oil in the reduction box as well. Because my engine is air-cooled, I don't have water, so I don't need to check that, but these two things are essential and I always check them. So we're all lubed up and ready to go. Hey, I'm off to meet a guy now called Alex. He's going to help me do a little bit of rope work on my tug deck. So that's where we're going. So come on. First thing I have to do is get through this big bush. Yeah, forage my way through. I've not had to navigate myself through a bush this big since 1992. Absolutely love that mooring. The only downside is the internet's not very good, so So I had to keep going outside to check if I had any badge orders. So I do need to move today. It is a Saturday morning. Yeah, and it's early. But I've got my lovely friend Alex coming along. He's going to meet me at the Broken Cross pub and he's going to do some rope work on my boat. So yeah, I can't wait. I've ordered all the rope. I got it, my mum and dad brought it over the other day. So yeah, it's going to make me front look a little bit better on my tug deck. About 9 o'clock and I'm trying to get myself moored at the Broken Cross pub. No, I'm not going to be drinking at 9 o'clock in the morning. I have a strict rule, no drinking till after 10. Yeah, I'm joking. But the reason why I'm getting there is because there's parking, so Alex can park his car. That's the reason. Oh, but it's a fantastic pub and they do amazing food. So I've managed to get myself moored up, but bloody hell CRT, come and trim your bush. Well, I had to do a little bit of jumping over 5-foot high nettles and I got stung on my ankle and through my shorts. But I'm moored here now, so come on CRT, give your bush a good trim. Yeah, there's not worse than an untidy bush. So I'm dead excited because Alex has come now and he's going to be doing my ropes. So before he can even start doing all the fancy stuff, he has to do this, which is called splicing. And you get all the different end bits of the rope and do something with them. I don't know what he's doing, to be honest. It looks complicated, but he's making all these loops and linking all the ropes, and he's doing a fantastic job. Had all my new ropes put on, don't you look gorgeous? Yeah, and this is the guy that's done it now, Alex. So I'll get Alex to explain a little bit about what he's done.
Right, so here we are on sort of Heidi's boat. What we've done is we've fitted some new cotton strings. Originally these would have been out of proper cotton rope, right, but they're a lot of maintenance and hard work, so we're using a nylon rope. These ropes were originally here, right, on the historic vessels to hold all of the cloths on. So on the front of these old boats, we would have a deck cloth to come up the front, the top cloths, and what originally were called a tippet, which is the one that goes along the top. And all of these are here to hold it all in place and act as some nice decorative rope work for the vessel.
So Alex, how many other vessels do you know of that have got a cannon on the front?
Oh, I think just the one.
I'm leaving the Broken Cross now. I've just been in there for lunch. I took Alex in there for doing my ropes. He did a fantastic job. But yeah, I came back to my boat and the boats have been going past so fast. My boat was halfway across the bloody canal. The front was still on. So I managed to climb down my gunwales and get the boat back. But God, look what happened. This is how fast they're going. Bent me pin. Yeah, look at that. I love seeing people having a good time. This is what the waterways is for, having a little bit of fun. Yeah. The aim when I got onto the river is to actually go right this time. However, I need to get some supplies, so I'm going to go to Northwich first and then stay there till this wind dies down. I looked on the weather app and we've got 4 or 5 days now of 39, 40 mile an hour winds, so I'm not going to be cruising in that. absolutely balls coming into that, didn't I? The wind just took me nose, took it right across. Yeah, so how not to try and moor up, everyone? So I've been here like 15 minutes now and no one's come out to me, and it's past the time. So I'm a little bit worried they might have forgotten about me, so I'm going to go and see now if there's anybody around. So the woman's, she's just ringing up for me, so I'll just have to hope. Maybe it's an omen because of this really strong wind, we'll have to see. Don't look in there, love, I've got my knickers hanging up to dry. So they've just been and seen me, and yeah, I'm going down. Woohoo! Oh bloody hell. Yeah, so I'm going to head towards Northwich first because I need to get some supplies, and I've got some badge orders to post Monday morning, and then I'm going to head the other way and do that other part of the river because I did it years and years ago and I've not done it for ages. So I'm quite excited to do that and share it with you, of course. Woo! So I've got my life jacket on. The river is quite a calm river, the River Weaver. It's a lovely river, but because it's so windy and I am single-handed, I thought safety first. Yeah. Hey! And it keeps my nipples warm as well. Woo. So this is the amazing Anderton Boat lift, and it takes you from the canal down onto the river or vice versa. It's a 50-foot vertical drop down. It does it quite slowly though, so it's all right, but that's where I'm heading now. I'm going to get myself down on the river. Hold on very tightly, Mrs. Armstrong, we're going down. Woo. You know what, guys, I think I might have bottled it, to be honest. That wind is so strong, I'm absolutely papping myself. So what I might do is just moor on the visitors' moorings at the bottom. Just whilst this storm ends, we've got 4 or 5 days of 30-odd mile-an-hour winds. And yeah, I hate it. I hate the wind. And it's not that I don't mind cruising in it, it's trying to moor up on my own. Before, just trying to get in the lock landing, I just couldn't get the boat. My boat is so heavy, and if I'm doing that on the river with a bit of a flow and that, just not worth it. So I'm gonna moor down there, and then when the weather calms down a bit, then I'll go on my adventure. Yeah, I'm just not feeling it, and I'm going with my gut on this one. So I'm all moored up now. I've moored up on these pontoons. I bottled it, I really did. The wind when I was up at the top there, it was so strong, and then we've got 4 days worth of 30-odd mile-an-hour winds, and I hate it. It's the cruising's not so bad, but trying to moor up on your own, it's an absolute bloody nightmare. So I bottled it and I've moored here. I can always get on my bike and go into Northwich, which is fine, so I can still do everything that I wanted to do. The downside is, as soon as I'm moored up, it's gone really calm. Yeah, it's really calm now. Even my pirate flag's gone limp. But anyway, now moored up, we can say cheers. Just wet the lips. Only a little one, but yeah, oh, I needed that. I really did. So because I've got to stay here for 3 or 4 days, I'm going to leave the video here. If you have enjoyed it, please give it a like, and I'll see you next time. But before I go, a big shout out to this week's pirate crew. So who we got this week then? We've got Andrew Joseph, Chuck Bledsoe, Liz Stephen, Captain Morgan, Stu and Treen from Narrowboat Pirate, Fishless Clive, Alan Harbit, Carl Creed, Norman Laura Vandal Handel, I love how that rhymes, Captain Glenn, David Van Wart, Jim McIntosh, Deb and Colin from Narrowboat Round to It, Ralph Ward and Robert Hill. Also a huge shout out to my patrons. These guys are working behind the scenes with me all the time, and they keep in regular contact, so thank you so much to my patrons. Anyway guys, that's it for this week. Please stay safe, take care, and I'll see you next time.